Sam Logue here for irishboxing.com. Absolutely delighted to be joined by Kieran Molloy ahead of his pro debut on the 26th of February on the Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall undercard, top rank card. Kieran, you must be absolutely delighted with this. What a platform to have your debut on.
Yeah, it's a massive platform to make your debut on. Undisputed champion of the world, Josh Taylor, in his home city. So it's going to be exciting. There's going to be lots of fans there, and what better place to make your debut on?
Unbelievable. Yeah, definitely. You're obviously signed by Top Rank and Conlon Boxing. You know, two massive, obviously Conlon Boxing, a fairly new player in the game in terms of management, but to be backed by Jamie and Michael must mean a lot to you. And obviously to get the Top Rank deal seemingly kind of through that connection. Talk to me about how, what that means to you and how it feels to kind of be backed by these big players in the game so early in your career.
It's brilliant. Like, these guys know boxing inside out. They're going to be guiding me the right direction, take the right fights at the right time. And yeah, look, I've got their back, and we're going to go all the way in this. So it's just great to be working with guys who have the same ambitions, global ambitions, and to bring me to the top.
Definitely. What drew you to Michael and Jamie in particular? You must have had a few offers and a few possibilities on the table, right?
Yeah, we did. We had offers from, a lot of offers actually from different places, from America, from England, from a lot of places. But once we sat down with the Conlons and listened to their plans and how we were going to do stuff, it was just it was a no-brainer. They're really smart guys, and their plans are huge. And yeah, look, it was a no-brainer at the end of the day for us.
Was kind of knowing, you would have known them, I'm sure, through the scene. I'm sure you would have probably trained with Michael towards the back end of his amateur career, right? Like in the high performance and stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought, would have thought you'd have been up there at that stage. Yeah. So was that kind of, did that play some part in making the decision that you kind of knew Michael and obviously, his level and, where he's at in the game, etc.?
Well, yeah, I suppose I just seen how he was being brought along with Top Rank. And I thought that was something that I would love to do. He's managed very well, and I would have known the Conlons. Their father John would have trained me as well, so I have a good relationship with that family.
Yeah,
and they're really good people to work with. They're a dream to work with, and yeah, look, everything is just it's all going good, thank God. So yeah.
Definitely. And it seems to be paying off already because you're debuting on a Top Rank card in live on Sky Sports. You'll be given plenty of platform this week, by the grace of God. So that's it's going to be some week for you. But yeah, talk to me a little bit about that. Like, what is that kind of feeling as you go into fight week and you're debuting on a big card and it's Sky Sports and you're going to be on TV? Is there kind of added pressure or extra kind of, is there any particular feelings you feel there going into that?
I'm excited. Like, this is all new to me, so I'm not sure what to expect. But I went to my teammate Fraser Clark was fighting last weekend on the Kelbrook Amir Khan undercard. So I got a good look and an insight of what happens behind the scenes and in the changing rooms and the boos and the cheers. And I've seen it all last weekend, so I know roughly what to expect.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So yeah, but it's exciting. So all the hard work is done now. It's just about just cutting the last bit of weight. And yeah, it's time to shine then on Saturday night.
Brilliant. You're going to debut at junior middleweight, I believe. Is that right?
I'm going to debut at junior middleweight. Yeah, we'll take it fight by fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking to kind of, is that what you're looking to compete at? Or is it kind of very much a fight by fight basis and see how your body reacts?
Yeah, just see how my body is. Yeah. So we're going to start off at junior middleweight, and we'll take it from there. I'm feeling solid at this weight, so I think it could be the one. Yeah,
it's we've got a lot of guys coming up now in Ireland, kind of on either side of that weight class, which is kind of nice. I don't know. You could have the likes of Paddy Donovan. I know you've had a bit of a rivalry in the amateurs coming up from that welterweight category, and then you've kind of got the middleweight scene is booming in Ireland as well. Do you allow yourself to think about any of those guys in the future? Kevin Ajarko?
Not at all. No. I'll never. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to be middleweight for a long time, anyways. But look, I want to be not only world champion, but a world champion at different weights. So
yeah,
whether we start off at light middle and go to middle in a few years, or I'll start at welter and go to junior middle. So I think I'm more than capable to do this. So
class.
Whatever weight it at, I'm going to try and be the best. So
definitely, it's good to hear. You're sharing the card with 3 other Irish men. Obviously, you've got Eric Donovan, who'd be quite high up on the card against a double Olympic gold medalist. And then you've got Paddy, who we already mentioned, Paddy Donovan, and Kurt Walker, who's also a stablemate of yours, if you like, with Conlon Boxing and Top Rank.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like an added bonus, or does it add anything to the fight week for you that you get to share your debut and you get to share the card with other Irish guys? It must be a positive, no?
Yeah, it is. It's great, especially for myself and Kurt. Would have been on the national team together for years, and we're both making our debut. So it's going to be a great night for both of us to start the journey together as we mean to go on.
Yeah, and
it's great to see Eric Donovan getting a shot at a big fight like this. Hopefully, a payday for him. So look, it's going to be good to share the card with these Irish lads, and hopefully we can bring as many Irish people with us as possible as well.
Are you expecting a big crowd over there, especially as you say with the 4 of you on?
Yeah, well, I know that I've sold over 200 tickets back home, so I have a good crowd coming.
That's a serious number.
All of LOGUE is going to be coming.
Yeah,
which will be good crack.
It's going to be serious crack. Yeah, Edinburgh's going to be bouncing. Excellent stuff, man. So let's talk a little bit about your preparations. I mean, obviously you're with Angel Fernandez in Loughborough, as you mentioned to me earlier on. Talk to me a little bit about kind of how that link came about, and just how your preparations have gone for the debut.
So we were trying out different coaches in the UK, and Jamie said he knows this guy Angel Fernandez, and I had known Angel from working with. I would have seen him working with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
So we went over for a trial week, and each day I was learning more, getting more comfortable with the coach, and each day got better and better. So stayed here for a week, went back home. Me and my dad came over just to try him out, and after that we just sat down at home over Christmas and had a good think about it, weighed up all the best options, and it was definitely, for this stage of my career going forward, definitely was the best option. Class. And have a good relationship built with them now, and I'm learning every day in the gym with them.
Unbelievable. Can you mention any of the other names that you trialed out, or do you want to leave them out?
I'll leave them out. Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Have to be a little bit cheeky every now and again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think he's brought to your game, Angel, since you've kind of been with him? Is it more just about kind of adapting and trying to transition from that amateurs into the more of a pro style, or is he kind of teaching you general technical stuff that you wouldn't have maybe come across before? Yeah, what was he kind of brought to your game in a more of a general sense?
Angel has worked with a lot of very good trainers in America and Mexico, Cuba. So he's very good with power punchers, and my style of boxing, I'm an aggressive southpaw, power punching southpaw. So look, a lot of it is generating power and good head movement, stuff like this. And look, we're taking it baby steps at the moment, but I'm improving. I'm definitely improving already, and it's going to be an exciting year to see how we start off and how we finish off the year.
Class. How many fights would you like to have in your first year? If all goes
I'd like to have 6. I'd like to have 6.
6. Brilliant. Yeah. Keep busy. Do you see yourself, is there any kind of titles in mind? Do you see yourself fighting for any titles, say by the end of the first year or into the second year of your pro career? Perhaps the Irish title?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet, to be honest. We're just going to take it fight by fight at the moment, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, you're keeping grounded. Fair enough. Talk to me about the decision to turn over. You were a very high level amateur. You've won a lot of medals, won a lot of national titles. Why now to turn pro, as opposed to maybe trying to qualify for an Olympics? Or so talk to me about that decision.
Well, I suppose when I was I was considering turning professional at 18, and my dad, he said, no, we're going to stay amateur, and you're going to get fights as a senior, just to progress and get experience and all this. And we said we had a goal that by the time you turn 23, that's when you're going to have enough experience, you would have fought every style by then, a lot of international experience. And I wasn't going waiting around for another Olympic cycle. Boxing is too short of a career. You've got to get in, win your world title, make your money, and get out.
Yeah,
you can't stay around for too long, and there's no security with say the national team. You don't know whether you're going to be picked for this or that, and you've got to do the best thing for yourself. And the best option for me was turn professional. Got a very good contract, got a very good team around me, and yeah, that was why I went professional.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a team that tends to resonate with a lot of amateur boxers, that there isn't a lot of certainty in even if you're in the elite bracket or up in the kind of high performance, that you can be there, and then if something doesn't go your way or you lose a fight, all of a sudden you could be out. That's something.
That's it. You're only a number at the end of the day up there.
Yeah, so at least you might as well be a number and make a few quid out of it, says you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's touch very quickly, and I'm gonna let you go soon, Kieran. And thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Oh, no worries at all. You're welcome.
Good man. We just talk a little bit about a couple of fights coming up. Let's touch on the Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall fight. Massive fight, undisputed super lightweight title fight, which you're fighting on the card. Do you have any thoughts on that fight, and how do you see that one going?
I think Taylor gets the win. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think he's going to come into this sharp. He's fighting in front of his home crowd. I think 14 or 15,000. It's going to be electric, the atmosphere, and I don't think he's going to give Catterall a chance to win those belts, especially he's undisputed champion. You know, there's a lot on the line, so I'm sure we're going to see the best of Josh Taylor.
Definitely. Do you see any way of Catterall winning that fight? He's a very good fighter in his own right, I think, and he maybe has similarities in styles as well. Like there are some similarities, but perhaps the general consensus is Josh is just that kind of a bit better in every department. Do you see?
I think so. Yeah, Catterall's a good fighter, very, very good fighter. But I just think there's levels to boxing, and Josh Taylor is at the top of the top. So
yeah,
look, it's anyone. Look, pro boxing, small gloves, you got to punch. But yeah, I can't see Catterall getting a win, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to see. It'll be a good one anyway. Looking forward to seeing Josh Tayller back in action after we watch all you boys, all the Irish lads fill the card. That was a great one. And then I'll just get you to touch quickly on Michael Conlon, I suppose your co-manager, who is fighting for the WBA featherweight title on March the 12th against Lee Wood in Nottingham. First of all, what do you think of the fight? What do you think of the matchup? And are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to be there. Yeah, it's an exciting fight. That Lee Wood he's a hard hitting. He hits hard. Conlon's boxing IQ, his work ethic, and everything. I just think it's going to edge out Wood. He's got a better boxing brain. It's going to be a good fight, but I see Conlon winning it and winning his world title. It is going to be a good fight, though. It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think there's an interesting battle of trainers there as well, with Ben Davison, who, despite some criticism that he gets, I think has shown that he is quite a good trainer and knows what he's doing. And then Adam, the experience and knowledge of Adam Booth, who's someone who's kind of been there and done it, I suppose, for years in the game. Is that something that interests you as well? That kind of narrative of brain against brain and in the trainers element of things? Yeah,
definitely. I've worked with Michael in Booth's gym as well for a couple of weeks, and the way he trains is, I've never seen anything like it. He really pushed himself every day, and he's really, really hungry for this fight. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good fight, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think Team Conlon all the way.
Yeah, I think we can echo that sentiment here on irishboxing.com for sure. Yeah, we're looking for that Conlon win. Well, look, Kieran, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Best of luck at the weekend. We'll be watching with a keen eye. We can't wait to see you turn over and make your debut. As I say, best of luck, and I hope we'll catch up soon enough.
Good man. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Kieran.